Alright, welcome to the next introduction video for No Huddle Football. This game is being produced by the Clark and Addison Gaming Company. It is a tabletop football game that utilizes 2 decks of cards and the charts that we were talking about, the components that we're talking about in this introduction. Previously, we've covered field goals, kickoffs, and punts. In this one, we're going to cover a sort of special play that's called the Coffin corner punt. Now, what that is let's say you are on the field, we're heading toward this goal line here, and our drive stalls out sort of in this row inside the 50-yard line, and it's, it's first and 10 or fourth and 10 from, let's say, the opponent's 46, and we don't want to try first and 10 from there, because then if we don't get it, they're going to take over possibly first and 10 from almost midfield. So what we'd like to do is we like to try to pin them down into one of these two rows here, deep in their own territory. If we use a typical punt, the punt is going to go into the end zone for a touchback. So what we want to do is we're going to try to kick a short punt, out of bounds, somewhere inside the 10, preferably. So for that, we're going to use the Coffin corner punt. You can see it right here. You can see that it's separated out as red and black. There's no return on this punt. So this punt is meant to go either out of bounds or into the end zone for a touchback. That's typically how you angle the punt. So what we're going to do is the offense is going to go off the offensive deck, and they're going to flip the top card. We have a 9, and it's a black 9. So a 9 of clubs. It shows at the 24-yard line. So let's say we are kicking from the 46, and we've tried to angle our punt so that it goes out of bounds, and it goes out of bounds at the 24. So we've gained, 18 yards or so. That's not the best Coffin corner punt. We have one down to the 8, and then in the red column, you have it down to the 2-yard line or the 5-yard line. That's sort of the goal, is to get it down inside the 10, and then there are a few at the 10-yard line. We also have some blocks as well, and when there's a block, it clearly tells you where the ball should be put. So if there's a block and it says LOS, that means at the line of scrimmage, the ball was recovered at the line of scrimmage, so the other team will take over at the line of scrimmage. So in our example, if it was blocked at the line of scrimmage is the recovery, then it would be recovered at the 46, and the other team takes over at the 46-yard line. If it says block, line of scrimmage minus 20, that means you're going to go, it's like the punting team loses yards. So it'll be back toward the goal line you're defending. So it'll be minus 20, right? That would be 10, 20. So then the defense or the team that blocked the punt would have blocked it backwards behind the line of scrimmage. And then they pick it up at the 34-yard line, and that's where they'll take over. There is also a touchback. So the touchback means that the ball went into the end zone, and the other team will take over at the 20-yard line. I think that's all of the ones here. So this is the Coffin corner punt. You'll use that when you're inside the 50-yard line, but you want to punt. So inside the opponent's 50, but you want to punt. If you're outside the 50, then you'll use just the regular punt. Okay, in the next video, we're going to cover big plays. So we'll do big plays first on offense and defense, and then after that, we'll do another video for big plays in the kicking game.